So you've heard about TFSA or tax-free savings account, but you're still unsure of how it works or why everyone thinks that this is must-have account that you should have here in Canada. Or maybe this is the first time you've heard about TFSA. I am glad you are here. Let me break it down for you. Just real talk, and I will try my best to carefully explain some jargons about TFSA. The government introduced TFSA in 2009 to help Canadians grow their money faster without having to give a portion of their money, their growth, to taxes. Taxes here in Canada can be a little bit high. TFSA is designed to encourage investing and saving no matter what stage of life you are in. So why did the government of Canada created this kind of account? It's because, unfortunately, not everyone has an access to pension or high-income jobs. So the TFSA gives an everyday person, just like you and me, a chance to build wealth tax-free. By the way, my name is Kat. Welcome back to my channel. You are probably here watching this because you're an immigrant here in Canada, or you're an aspiring immigrant to be here in Canada. You want to maybe get your shit together, which includes learning about personal finance, learning about personal development, and watching someone who's going through it. Or maybe you're just this gorgeous, sexy, kind, beautiful, or matigas na ulo kind of person. I vibe with that. I like that about you. I'm happy that we're getting to learn about TFSA today. So now, why am I talking about TFSA? If we're immigrants, immigrants or Canadians, TFSA is a must-have. This account can be a game changer for us. As newcomers, we often start from scratch. We have new jobs, new careers. Sometimes we're supporting our families here, or sometimes we're still supporting our family back home. And I know a lot of immigrants who really hustle hard, have 1, 2, 3 jobs, but we also need to make that hustle count long term. Not just for now, not just for tomorrow, but for longer term. And it's not only for yourself, it's not only for your future self, but it's also for your future family or the future people around you. And TFSA is a great way to help you start to grow your money. It's a place where you can invest, you can save and grow your money, and you can keep the 100% of your profit here without needing to have a high income, without needing to know a bunch of financial terms, without needing to have a permanent or Canadian status here in Canada. Even though you're temporary status, even though you're an international student, you can open this account. No, even if you start $50, $100 a month, it adds up. Just start having that hobby to save while also putting it in an account that will benefit you more. No, for me, I even started to just put aside $10 per week for my TFSA. You just start small and then build up according to your career progression, your job progression. Anyway, let's get to the topic, TFSA or tax-free savings account. Let's talk about the tax-free part. So why do we always say it's such a great opportunity for us? It's because how much you earned from your accounts, from your investment, it will be all yours. You will not get taxed. So for example, I opened a non-registered account or an account that is not TFSA, and then I earned $1,000. My capital gain is $1,000 from that account, from that investment account. Here in Canada, 50% of your capital gains is tax, meaning $500 is going to be taxed. I'm going to owe the government from that $500. Now, I don't know the exact amount of the tax that I'm going to owe, but I know that I'm not going to get the full amount of what I've earned in that investment that I have. That's why TFSA is such a great account, because however you earn, whatever you earn, how much you earn in that account, it's gonna be all yours. You're not gonna have to pay a tax after your capital gains, after whatever you earn from your investment in a tax-free savings account. Okay? So if you contributed, for example, $500 in your TFSA, you still have to choose what kind of investment you're going to put it into. Because if you just put the money in your TFSA, you're literally just saving. You're not investing. But if you put it somewhere, then you will be investing. So think of TFSA as a wallet, right? So a wallet, you can just put money in there, bills, coins, whatever. But inside your wallet, there's different pockets. So that's what I mean. Different pockets, like, or different investment fundings that you can invest your money, like stocks, ETF, segregated funds, mutual funds. So I can talk more or explain this in a different video because it's going to be a long one again. But just to give you the concept that when you put your money and when you contribute in TFSA, you're not investing yet. You still have to choose what kind of funds you're going to invest it into. Who are eligible to open TFSA? 3 things that you have to be, okay, so that you will be eligible. First is you're 18 years old or older. Second is you have a SIN. Third is you're a resident of Canada. So even if you're an international student, you're a temporary resident here in Canada, you can open a TFSA account. You can start building your wealth immediately. Simple, right? Each year, the government gives you a limit on how much you can contribute in your TFSA. For this year, the limit is $7,000. That means you can invest, you can save $7,000 in your TFSA account for 2025. If you're already eligible, for example, you turned 18 in 2024, for example, and you've only contributed $500, that means you still have 6,500 contribution room or unused contribution room, right? Now that it's 2025, you have another 7,000 contribution room. In TFSA, your unused contribution room carries forward or roll over to the next year. So meaning, if last year you only contributed $500, you have 6,500, and then this year you have 7,000 contribution room, add that up, you have a contribution room of $13,500 Canadian dollars. All right. So to know more of the exact number of your contribution room, you can go to your CRA account and you will find the number of how much you can contribute in your TFSA for that year. Here are 4 common mistakes that Canadians do in their TFSA that you have to avoid, okay? Number 1 mistake is not investing their money, their contribution in TFSA. So as I mentioned earlier, if you contribute money in your TFSA, you are not investing yet. You have to choose what kind of investment you want to put your money inside your TFSA. So once again, you can open a segregated funds, you can open a mutual funds, you can open a GIC to make that investment. Number 2 is over contributing in their TFSA. Well, right now, this is not going to be my problem, but it can be in the future, right? CRA actually penalize you if you over contribute. It says here 1% per month on the excess. So the penalty is 1% of your over contribution. Know your limit. Again, check your CRA account to know what's your limit. Number 3, and this one is probably one of the mistakes that I did, is to frequently withdraw from your TFSA. Yes, you can withdraw your money in your TFSA whenever you want it. It depends on what kind of funds you put your investment in, okay? But if you take money out and put it back in the same year without extra room, you might be over contributing. So for example, I have 7,000 in my TFSA account now. That means I'm already in my limit, right? And then I withdraw 2,000. That doesn't mean that I get back the contribution room. I've already put 7,000 and that's it for the year. I can only get back my contribution room on the next year. Do you know what I mean? Because that means I have contributed 9,000 already and that's over the limit. And the next is not naming a successor or beneficiary for your TFSA. If something happens to you, you want your money to go towards the people, the organization that you want to benefit from you. So make sure to add a beneficiary or a successor. Whoever is the successor can continue build up their TFSA. It's also good to avoid unnecessary taxes or delays or probates when you pass away. This is always the part so often missed. If you're not sure on where to start or what to invest using your TFSA account, or if you have more questions about it, book a consultation with me. I'll walk you through the options in the market and help you maximize your tax-free growth. Or if it's a quick question and answer, you can always comment your questions in the comment section below. In my next vlog, I'm going to explain what RRSP is. Who should use it? Is it good for immigrants? Is it good for temporary resident? Why is it a great tool for a long-term planning? Hit the notification bell below so you won't miss my next video. Bye!